Number 3.
Again, related to relationship.
This has really been a worthwhile relationship, hasn't it? We mean that. In other words, lots of good, juicy stuff in vibrational escrow. And is anyone benefiting from it? Yes, you are.
My third question, like you say, being in a relationship now, how can I know my partner is the one for me when my partner is confused when it comes to contrast with me?
Well, we would say no matter what and no matter who this partner is, it's irrelevant whether they are or not, because the partnering that we want you to focus upon is the partnering between you and you. And when you get that partnership in place, then you ready? Then any partner could be the right partner. And until then, there's not one anywhere. Now, of course, through life, you've come, you know what you do want, you know what you don't want. In other words, you have been putting into your escrow things that matter to you. And so you have set up a framework of what you want. You want someone tuned in. You want someone expansive. You want someone who laughs easily and who loves a lot. You want someone who is seeking prosperity and finding stability. You might even have physical characteristics that are particularly appealing to you. In other words, it's perfectly all right for you to sift through this buffet of life and come to the conclusions of what you're looking for in a partner. We're just saying, and you've done that. And when you come into alignment with who you are, now there's no discord within you, and the universe and law of attraction will bring to you the circumstances and events. And often it is so frequent that someone will say to us, I have a relationship, and they'll describe different things about it. And sometimes it's really extreme, the discord in this relationship, and they'll be certain that they want to leave it. In some cases, they already have left it. They are certain that this is not the place, this is not the person or the relationship or the lifestyle that they are looking for. And yet we know that this person who has been the primary catalyst to cause them to put so much in their vibrational escrow, if they could get it together and come into alignment with who they are, then very often that very person that they think is the last person on the planet that they now want to live with is exactly what they're looking for. But now they are vibrationally extracting from that person a whole different set of behavioral interactive experiences, because finally they're in alignment with the dream person that they've been putting there piece by piece instead of in discord with it.
The beautiful thing about this is that we both started studying your teaching together, and that I feel myself that also will help us to be in alignment, you know, either together or whichever way comes first, to really work it out. That is, of course, if we both want it. I cannot speak with, you know, for my partner.
The most wonderful thing that you could ever say and mean about a relationship when you're speaking to or about the other one is, it is my promise to you and to myself that I will work every day on a myriad of subjects to come into alignment with who I am. And when I do that, I will be offering more systematically a singular vibration that comes directly from the source within me. And I will be, therefore, the best partner to myself that I can possibly be. And so what I'm promising to you in my relationship or marriage vows or whatever they are, is that I will do my best to come into alignment with who I am so that I can project to everyone the best of who I am. And then take it a step further and say, and as I get there, when I'm in that kind of alignment, and I turn my attention to you or to anyone else, whatever I give my attention to will then benefit by my alignment. The marriage vows that we would offer are these, and we really mean this. I like you pretty good. Let's see how it goes. And what we mean by that is that if you feel bound in a relationship, if someone isn't happy and they're blaming you for it and needing you to be different, then you feel stifled. You can't feel free in an environment like that. And when you don't feel free, you're not tuned into who you are. And when you're not tuned into who you are, you're giving only a little bit to the other. And in your quest for more freedom, usually the other one feels more insecure. When the other one feels more insecure, then you feel less free. And it's sort of a vicious cycle that keeps the relationship from ever becoming what it could be. And it keeps the individuals from ever really aligning with who they are. So what you really want to say and mean is, it's my job to line up with who I am. And that's my promise to you. I'm not making a commitment to line up with you. I'm making a commitment to line up with me. And when I make a commitment to line up with me, then my life has to go well. And which means we'll probably have a pretty good ride. But what would it be like if you would make a commitment to line up with you and I would make a commitment to line up with me, and we could meet on this vibrational source energy level? What a relationship this has the potential of being. And that's why your questions feel so painful to you, because a large part of you knows the potential and can hardly bear it that you're not yet living it, you see. Got to keep up with you or you can't be happy. And there are so many people who use one relationship as the catalyst that causes them to expand, and then they run off because they can't stand it, attract another one just like it, use that as a catalyst to expand, never line up with what they've become, just use that as an excuse to feel bad, and then they leave that one and then they attract another one just like it, because it keeps changing, but it changes to the same thing. And then they attract another one just like it and they expand, and somewhere along the line you got to come into alignment with the dream relationship that you've been creating. And when you do, then it really doesn't matter who's still there. Because when you're in alignment with who you are, the universe will bring you the perfect partner for who you are.
Thank you. You answered my question.
There is a book that Jerry read some years ago that had a passage in it about acres of diamonds. And it talks about how people are out searching all around the world for the treasure that they seek. And it turned out that all this treasure was right in this person's backyard. It was there all along. And that's the most emphatic thing that we like to say about relationships. In most cases, it's right there, because the relationship that you often think you want to leave is in fact the relationship that gave you the basis for the dream relationship that you've created. And when you make peace for yourself, then right in your backyard, you'll find the dream relationship that you've been looking for.
Thank you.
And we'd also like to add, doesn't matter if you stay or go, doesn't matter if it's this one or the next one. There's no wrongdoing in any of that. And no one needs you in order to live happily ever after, and you don't need anyone to live happily ever after. But you do need your own alignment with who you are to live happily ever after. And so what you want to say to anyone is, I wish you to live happily ever after. And whether you do it with me or someone else, it is my fervent wish that you live happily ever after. But I cannot put my wish for you to live happy ever after ahead of my wish to live happier ever after. I must be in vibrational alignment with who I am. And I will do anything in my power to do that, which often means I will ignore the majority of that which you are about right now. And I will come into vibrational alignment with who I am. And if my ignoring the majority of that which you are right now, which brings me into vibrational alignment, freaks you out, so be it. But I will have alignment with who I am. And then whatever will be, will be. That is the best basis of a relationship.
My last question. When you are in the middle of not feeling good or bad, but just kind of trying to be relaxed, or just right there, from being tired maybe, or whatever it is, what is that? What
Well,
when you're in the middle?
It could be one of two things. If you are feeling no emotion, It might be that you've sort of numbed yourself out, and that there are things to feel, but you've just gotten so tired of feeling them that you've tuned yourself away from feeling them. That's one possibility. The other possibility that is equally possible is there's just nothing active going on in your vibration right now that challenges who you are. In other words, that feeling of peacefulness or contentment means alignment. It means who I am is who I am vibrationally in terms of source energy, and there's nothing active in my thought process right now that is contesting it. And if nothing's contesting it, then I must be allowing it. So, and the reason that we use the term contentment is, let's say you don't have much and you want a little, and you're in alignment with having little, you're content. Let's say you want really a lot, and you're a vibrational match to having really a lot, you're in alignment and you're content. So the feeling of contentment means no gap, or no gap worth talking about, between who you're being in this moment and who you really are. Most people under those conditions are drunk. But it's really nice when you've tuned yourself there deliberately.
Thank you for your answer.
On the aisle.